Hi, this is Pete's Perfect Food, back for another video. Today I'm doing one of my favourite things to do this time of year, to do with English strawberries, is make a strawberry and chilli ketchup. So, shall we get in with it? For this recipe we've got English strawberries, we've got a kilo of it here. We've got one medium chilli, you can have hot if you like, that's cool. A couple of onions, 1 clove of garlic, some bay leaves, 300 grams of sugar, a little bit of oil to start off with. Need 100 millilitres of balsamic vinegar, 100 millilitres of cider vinegar, and a little bit of paprika. So, what we'll do first is get the pan on and we'll go from there. In the pan, a little bit of oil, we'll put it on a medium heat, and what we're going to do is cook down our onions. This isn't going to be fancy because it's going to get blitzed up later, so rough chop, anyone can do this, even my 4-year-old can do this. Rough chop, really simple, nothing complicated here, and we want it all easy, straight in the pan. We're going to cook this down for about 15-20 minutes, get it all really nice caramelised, and that's when we're going to have a nice base of flavour for the ketchup to go. So the last thing to do is prep up the last of the ingredients. Last bit of strawberries, in half, easy. All we're going to do then is, now the onions have had about 15 minutes, it's caramelised down, I'm going to put in all the strawberries straight away, and they'll break down really nicely. So now we should chop up the garlic, again like the onions, nothing complicated here, really simple, rough chop, because it's all going to get blitzed down in the end. The chilli in half. If you want to take the seeds out for a little bit of heat, you can do. I prefer it within because I like the heat. So all we've got to do now is measure up the balsamic vinegar and the cider vinegar. That's going to give it some nice acidity. And so 100 ml of cider vinegar as well goes in here. And that goes straight into the ketchup. Two bay leaves, straight in. Paprika, about a teaspoon. I don't measure because I've done it so many times. And then finally, lastly, 300 grams of brown sugar that goes straight in. So what we'll do now is let this cook down for 30 to 45 minutes, and then we'll blitz it up afterwards. So a little bit about me. I started doing preserves in 2008, and I found it purely by chance. I had some ingredients in the cupboard that needed using, found a recipe online, and I was hooked on making preserves ever since. So at the moment we've had about 15 minutes. It's gently cooking down now, got a nice little boil on it, and all we're going to do now is just make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom, that's all. So, important bit now, just to make sure, take the rubber bits off when you're sterilising your jars. Again, it's at 140 for 15 minutes. We're going to put it in the oven now, and the ketchup's nearly ready to be blitzed. So the last bit is, the last 15 minutes of this, you've got to keep stirring it just to make sure there's nothing sticking. Then what we're going to do is take the bay leaves out, blitz it up, and then we're going to get ready to pot up. So, just to get the 2 bay leaves out, put them on the side, out of the way, and that's the consistency you want for the ketchup to be ready to be blitzed. What I'm going to do now is quickly blitz it so it's a nice smooth ketchup, nearly ready for it to be potted up. You need to blitz it for about a minute until it's about that consistency. So the bottles are out of the oven now, they've sterilised, they just need about a few minutes to cool down, and then we can put the ketchup into the bottles ready for tasting. So what we're going to do now is get the ketchup a little bit at a time. I only do halfway up so it doesn't too much, ready to pour into the kiln bottles and gently do this. There's no rush here. So now all we're going to do is finish off the second bottle. Again, gently does it. There's no rush. And you want to keep filling up slowly. Now if there's a few bits in here, that's cool. I like it a little bit of chunk in it. If you want it completely pureed, that's absolutely fine. It's not an issue. So what I like to have this with is on my baking signers in the morning, and this is just absolutely killer. So last thing, we've got to taste it. Oh, I'm off to get the bacon. So this is the final product. This is my lovely strawberry and chilli ketchup. Enjoy it, love it, and let me know what you think about it. This is Pete's Perfect Food.